Alright, what's up YouTube? Um, if you watched my video yesterday, you know I'm doing a food review video today. I'm gonna be honest, no one watched my video. Um, but I'm a really small channel, so that's how it goes. I think I got like one view that wasn't me checking to make sure the video worked. But anyways, yeah, I just got home from work. I'm very hungry, as I usually am at this time. And I did get a snack, as I said, and a drink. All things I've never tried before. So we're gonna have fun doing that. Now we just gotta go to my kitchen. I'm gonna have to record multiple videos so I can switch view. But that's how it goes, I guess, with the editing magic. Alright, so you'll get to see a little bit of my house, or my apartment, I guess. So this is my kitchen. I don't have too many dishes, actually. It's not bad. It's just from one day, so everything is done. But anyways, ignore my late chore thing, because I didn't get to do chores this past weekend like I should have. But we'll go over the thing that we got. But you can see my freezer. It's sad, I'm gonna say. This is like all I eat for dinner on the weekdays unless I go to get fast food. So I have a lot of frozen TV dinner kind of things. But the one that we're reviewing today is the top one. So Screamin' Sicilian Pizza Bowl. I'm used to eating these like frozen bowl kind of things, so it's not entirely new, but I've never had a pizza bowl, whatever that entails. It says it has mozzarella cheese, pepperoni, tomato sauce, red peppers, and yellow onions. That's the part I'm not really too excited about. I wish they didn't put peppers and onions on it. If it was a real pizza, I would want those things, but for a bowl, I'm not really interested. But we'll see how it goes. Okay. Like I said yesterday, I don't really pay attention to the instructions too much, but this is how it goes. It is one where you gotta puncture the film, which is kind of weird for bowls, because usually you just microwave it and then stir it and cover the film back up, but you don't have to put like slits in it. But this one we do. And it seems like I don't need to microwave it as long as some of the other bowls that I usually cook, which makes sense because it's just pepperoni and cheese and peppers and shit. Yeah, they always come with this like mustache thing too. I don't know what that's about, but I don't really take that off. I just usually throw it away. But yeah, let's get this out. I'm gonna be reviewing on ease, like how easy it is to make it, and how it tastes, obviously. So that's what it looks like here. It looks pretty good. I don't see any sauce, but I'm guessing it's frozen in the bottom. So we need to figure out how to puncture it. I don't have knives. That's a thing to know about me right now. For mental health reasons, I can't be trusted with knives. So I'm just gonna use my thermometer probe to, yeah, rip that. Usually like 3 of them. Oh my god. It's hard to do it with one hand. I've actually heard other people say that in videos, and now I understand what they mean. That was more than a slit, but it's fine, right? So to the microwave we go. I have a shitty microwave, honestly. I got it for free from someone that I used to work with at the dining court, so I'm really appreciative of them for that. but it's like one of the lower watt ones. So I don't know. It gets the job done. I don't have issues with it. I don't know why I called it shitty. I'm sorry. But let's pop this in. I don't know how clean my microwave is. It could be cleaner. So we'll deal with that later. But what did the box say? Like I don't really usually read these, but the 2 minutes. So we'll do 3:30. Because like I said, it's a lower watt microwave, and I usually on the other ones it'll say like 4 minutes. Here, let me switch back. It'll say like microwave for 4 minutes, and I usually do like 6, and then it'll say like another 2 minutes, and I do like 4. So I usually add like 4 minutes of microwaving, which honestly a lot of times it comes out and it's like over microwaved. I think that's why I've been having quality issues with some of the dinners that I've been microwaving, but hopefully this comes out better. But while we wait for that, and we will have to wait for it to cool off too, but I don't know if I'll make you actually wait in the video for that. We'll see. But we can go over the snacks that I got and the drink. So let's go to that. I gotta switch the camera again. Alright, that's microwaving. I got my food, my snack cabinet down here. I have a lot of cookies and popcorn and snack cakes and stuff. But this right here, I know the box is already open, but I didn't have any. I was just looking at it, which I kind of wish I didn't do, so it would be a more authentic review. But yeah, it's these, I don't know, I saw them at Walmart last night when I went to the store. I've never seen these before. I don't know where they normally sit, but they were in some shelf, and it was just like a lone box of these by other snacks. So I don't know if they actually are kept in that area. I didn't see like a price label thing. But pure chocolate Malamars. They're like cookies and marshmallows, which I've been really into marshmallows lately. If we look up here, I got all my Thanksgiving stuff, and I made the mistake of opening the mini marshmallows. So that's gonna be finished before I even get to Thanksgiving. I'm gonna have to buy more. But anyways, I've been really liking marshmallows lately. So we'll get these out of the package and take a look at them. You'll see I haven't eaten any of them. See, it's a sealed package. I didn't touch them. I just looked. I think they look pretty good. It's like a hard chocolate dipped cookie with a marshmallow on it. That's what I think it is. The box doesn't say, and it's kind of low calorie, so I count my, I don't know if I told you guys, but I count calories so that I don't gain weight. So that's, I like that. I don't really care about the individual values though too much. That's the ingredients. We don't need to go over that, but that's what it is. And, oh, the microwave is done. So we'll come back to that. It smells really good, this pizza bowl thing. I'm hoping, I didn't say, but I'm hoping that it's like greasy like a pizza. I feel like people wouldn't normally say that. Yeah, it says peel back, film, and stir. So we'll need a fork. And, sorry for the shitty view. I have a fork right here. And yeah, it smells really good. I think I'll like this. It was more expensive though than the normal bowls that I get. How am I gonna get this? Oh wow. So the film kind of screwed up on me. And also the bowls I usually get are like paper or like a cardboard material, and this one's plastic. So I don't know. It looks greasy. It looks really greasy. But yeah, I meant to say, I hope that it's fairly greasy like a pizza. And I hope there's a good cheese to sauce ratio. Because a lot of times when I get these bowls, that probably looks kind of gross to you guys. But a lot of times when I get these bowls and they have cheese in them, there's not enough cheese. And by the time I like finish cooking it, I feel like the cheese is all like melted and mixed around, and it just doesn't feel cheesy to me. But that's probably enough stirring. Let's get that off. All right, I'll put that back up there for now. Cover it back up. It's not going to be covered very well, like, yeah, because the film kind of screwed up on me. And it said like 1 minute, right? I told you guys I don't read the instructions, but here I am. I'm just going to do 2 minutes though. All right, back to the snack that I was talking about. Close the cabinet. I was reading this yesterday, but it said it's a Nabisco snack. I don't remember what other kind of snacks they have. I think they do like Nutter Butters and shit like that. Like Oreos, maybe? That would make sense. And I like both of those things. But yeah, they were created in 1913. And, it's first sold in New Jersey. But I saw last night, the second part, the New York City area boasts the most loyal fans. And more than 70% of all sales are generated in that area. Which I thought was pretty interesting, and maybe that's why I haven't heard of it before, because it's not really a Midwest thing. But they look good. I think they'll be good. Yeah. Anyways, moving on to the fridge situation. Ignore some of the other stuff, like I need to throw out the pickle jar, but because it's empty. That's my lunches. Also sad, also depressing. I just eat a Lunchable every day. And a Rice Krispie treat and some celery. And then I got some drinks and stuff like that and sauces. But that doesn't matter. The thing that we're reviewing today is this. I just saw it. Cherry Limeade. Clear American is the brand, I guess. Flavored sparkling water beverage with 0 calories, 0 caffeine. I don't really like to drink drinks with a lot of calories, so I was looking for something that's 0 calorie, and this is what I found. And that's almost done. Okay, let's take that out. And it is sizzling right now. I wish I had like a toast with this, but I'm not reviewing toast, so I might have overcooked it. It looks a little overdone on the edges. That's what I mean every time I make these. Take that greasy thing off. And where's my thermometer? Let's see. It should be done. Oh yeah. Let's get a pepperoni piece and check. 180, yeah, it's right in the pocket. So we're done with that. But anyways, Cherry Limeade. I actually got 2 of these last night, and the other one was apple. And I drank that one last night, and it was pretty good. So I kind of know what to expect here, but I think I'll like this one better, just because cherry lime sounds really good. Anyways, let's take this stuff over to my desk, which is where I usually eat these things. Ignore the trash. Ignore it all. There's that. Focuses. This is funny. I can't believe I'm doing something like this. I might do it again in the future, depending on how good I feel about it. But we'll take the cookies over here, and we gotta get the drink. And that, the fucking hole at the bottom, my landlord company had to fix a leak in the fridge, and they never repaired this, and it's been like a year, and I've told them about it, and they just don't want to repair it. So I don't know. But anyways, let's get all this stuff over here, and then I will get sat down. Alright, so now I'm just waiting. You can see I fixed the glare. I just turned the brightness down on my phone, so I can wear glasses, but I just gotta turn the brightness down, which, I don't know, maybe I can turn it up a little, like that. No. It's gotta be fairly dark, otherwise we'll have that glare. But I'm waiting for it to cool down. First impressions, though, it's very greasy, like I said. That is a win. If you like greasy foods. I usually kind of do, for whatever reason. I feel like people don't like greasy foods. But there's definitely a splash of grease in this. But my first impression of this is, calories-wise, it's about the same as the other bowls I eat, but it's a lot less food, it seems like. But at the same time, I also look at like the protein in it, because I try to eat some protein. It has like more, it's one of the higher protein things that I eat, that I would eat. Like some of the bowls I get are up to like 30 grams of protein, and this has like 20 something. I don't know, you just have to go back to the video and look at that look at that at the beginning, because I don't remember what it said. We'll open these though, and I just got a napkin and my pizza bowl, and I'll try 2 of these. They smell really good. While we wait for it to cool down though, because it's probably pretty hot. I don't know if you can see. I don't know how good this shot is, but we got that. Let's see if I can get one of each thing. Sheesh. We'll put the drink right there, and there you go. There's the thumbnail, having all the things in it. I'm gonna wait for that to cool down a little bit. And I did want to say, I know I wanted this to be a more fun video, and I do still want that, but I can't not bring up some of the stuff I talked about yesterday, and just the way I feel. Oh my god. Okay, hold on. I got a grease spill on my sweatpants. So that just goes to show how greasy this stuff is. I mean, it's like there's literally a pool of grease. If you can see. Yeah. But it smells interesting and mostly good. But yeah, going back to the work thing. Once again today, I was pretty anxious again, for the same kind of reason of just this awareness that I'm not happy with my present life at all. I have not a lot of enjoyment in it, and I hate being alone. And I just think it's so easy for me to go and think about how happy I was in my past relationship. And you can see it too in, like, I don't have a lot of pictures of me since the breakup, but I've taken some for like dating app purposes or whatever, and you can tell the difference. It's just like there's a genuine, like, I don't know, I just don't smile as much. There was like a light in my eyes, I swear, when I was in a relationship. In those pictures, I looked so happy. And I was. Although I was also extremely anxious then. So it's like I went from being really anxious in a relationship to being anxious about not being in a relationship. And that's worse, and that's more consuming to me. And I don't know, I was just thinking today, like, I don't have a solution for that besides trying to get into another relationship. But that's hard to do, and it takes time. You gotta, like, develop that kind of bond with someone. And I was thinking about that today, too. I think maybe that's why I gravitate more towards my ex. Maybe it's not necessarily my ex that's the thing, but it's like if we did get back together, which it's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna try for that. That's stupid. But we wouldn't have to develop. You know what I mean? You don't have to go through that beginning phase that you do with a relationship, because that already happened. But yeah, so I don't know what to do with this. What I've called it for a while, this disillusionment with life that I have, where I'm just not thrilled about anything. I was that way before I was in the relationship, but at least then I was kind of content because I didn't know what I was missing. I had never had a person in my life daily like that. And losing that has just crushed me. So, yeah, I don't know. I was trying to frame it though, and I still don't have a solution, still don't have an answer, but I'm trying to think of it in a different way of like, what if I had a friend? That would be nice. What if I had a friend though, and they told me this? They told me that everything was just like gray and lifeless without being, since they broke up with someone or whatever. What would I tell them? And I don't know, honestly. I don't know if I wouldn't want to lie to them, you know, and say, you know, you just gotta stay hopeful and things will get better, because that's what a lot of people say, but it's not getting better, it's getting worse. That's how I feel. But yeah, that's, I don't want to get too into that because I am trying to do a food review, but that was kind of my thing at work today. And then also a pipe burst and it sprayed a bunch of oil all over my work area, and then it got QA'd, and that was weird. But yeah, if anyone has any advice, that's not just, oh, it gets better. You gotta put yourself out there. Because I've heard that so much, and I try these things, and I just don't, I don't know. I'm really bad at creating relationships too, and like starting that. So I don't know. But anyways, the food should be cooled off now enough. And let's take a bite. Another thing I wanted to say in regards to food reviews, or any review, is I am very easy to please. I think I said in my video yesterday or last week, I don't remember. Yesterday. I do movie nights, and I've been watching a lot of movies. I have like a letterbox, and I review movies. Every single one I've watched so far, I've given 5 bags of popcorn out of 5 bags of popcorn. If you get that, I love you. And that's how I'm going to rate this too, is with bags of popcorn. Not stars. But yeah, I'm very easy to please, and things have to be fairly bad for me to start taking points away. But yeah, let's get into it. First bite. See what I think. It smells really good, and I'm hungry, so I'm probably gonna love it. It kind of just looks like a mess of I don't. It's like if, and this is what it's kind of advertised as. It's a pizza without the crust, just the toppings. But it looks like if you had a pizza and you scraped everything off the crust and then mixed it together really too much probably, and then poured some grease on it. um, I feel like a lot of people would hate that, but I think that's exactly what I wanted it to be. So let's take a bite and see what we think. Okay. No, that's really, really good. Really strong pizza taste. Really fucking greasy. Oh, so greasy, but so good. And I actually don't hate the peppers, honestly. I don't know if that was a pepper or a pepperoni. This is a pepper. It compliments. I'm terrible at like describing tastes, I think, probably, because I'm not a professional food reviewer. But let's see. It it just tastes like pizza without the crust. And a fairly good pizza. Like sometimes I'll have like a microwave pizza, and I would give those a 5 out of 5 too. But they're not that great, if I'm being honest. And this has a way better pizza taste to me. So that's interesting. Yeah. And the cheese ratio to sauce, I don't see any sauce. I know there is some. I think it's just kind of mixed in with everything. But there's not like there's no, it's all mixed. So you can't really tell what's what. But the cheese to sauce ratio is exactly what it needs to be. It tastes cheesy. Yeah. And that's like pizza cheese. It's not just whatever. It's pizza cheese. Let me see the onion. The onions are kind of mild. You don't really taste them too much. They just add a little crunch. But that's fine. Make it a pepperoni on its own. I think that's it. The pepperonis, it's like these little strips. It looks like the wet food that I feed my cats. Like right there, that stuff. So that's my first impression of that. Because it's that same exact like shape. On its own, it's not really like a very strong tasting pepperoni, but together, it tastes good. Yeah, I might get another one of these actually. I was thinking this was gonna be like a one-time thing. Because like I said, they're more expensive. The dinners I usually get are like, I try to stay around the $3 range. This was $6. So like twice as much. But as a treat, I might get one of these again. I don't think, maybe they had more flavors. Like there was this is a pepperoni one. And I think there was like a supreme one. But yeah, there wasn't a lot of options for them. There was only two that I saw, I think. And that was at like a Kroger. Pay less. But I usually shop at Walmart, so I don't even know if they have them there because I hadn't seen them before. But It's good. Let me try the cherry limeade sparkling water beverage. It's kind of like, I don't think it's a generic brand, but Clear American, there's just not a lot of like brand. Whoa, sorry. It's not a lot of brand to it, you know what I mean? And it was like 80 cents. So I mean that's definitely a plus. Okay. That is fucking good. It's almost like a Sprite 7 Up kind of thing, but with cherry in it, which is what I thought it would be. But it's more lime instead of like a. I feel like those have like a lemon lime taste, but this is it's very limeade and cherry. It's exactly what it advertised as. So that's, you can't go wrong with that. And it's not like, just really trying to take it in. It's not like some people say cherry stuff tastes like medicine. It's not like an overwhelming cherry taste in that sense. Although I like cherry taste, so, or flavor. Oh yeah, that's good. That's crazy. I like sparkling water beverages. I just, honestly, with this one and the one I tried yesterday, that was kind of like the first ones I've had. Besides like LaCroix years ago, which I'm like, about. But I like this one because it's very like soda like. Yeah, that's good. For the drink, 5 out of 5, obviously. I mean, it was like 80 cents. It tastes exactly like what I wanted it to taste. The carbonation's good, which is why I like soda drinks. Um, there's no caffeine, which is another thing I kind of like. Try to get diet sodas with no caffeine. And so this is right up my alley. 5 out of 5 on the cherry limeade clear American. 5 bags popcorn out of 5 bags popcorn. And this, it is a little expensive, but it's easy to make if you have a microwave. If you don't, then it's not an option. But it's so good. If you don't like greasy stuff, you probably won't like this. But you can taste everything that's in it. I guess the only thing I couldn't describe is the sauce taste. It's there. It's just what I imagine like a local New York or Chicago pizza place to taste like. Very like classic pizza flavor. So yeah, I love this. And I don't know if like seasoning, I usually put like salt and pepper in the bowls that I eat, but I didn't put anything in this. I don't know if that would make it better, but it's really good to me. Mm. Yeah. Also, kind of one of my favorite dinner bowls that I have is like a lasagna one, and this kind of scratches that itch. But it's way more cheesy. There's no pasta, which for a lasagna that would suck. But if you combined those though, that would be really good. Man. I mean, I don't react like this to the other dinner bowls that I get, honestly. It's never like a strong, like, whoa. I mean, sometimes it's like, okay, this is pretty impressive to me. But this is like, I'm glowing from this. Yeah. I'm getting to the last bite. Sad that I'm getting to the last bite, because that's how good it is. I'm trying to scrape whatever I can, man. Oh, and I looked up the live stream rules for YouTube. I have to have like 50 subscribers, so that's probably not going to happen. I don't know if I'll do a video, or maybe I'll do a live stream on a website that lets me do them without that subscriber thing, like Twitch. And then I'll upload it to YouTube, maybe. I don't know how that all works. I'm just scraping. But yeah, I was kind of bummed out by learning that last night. So I can't get these. I got it there, but can't get to it. That's about as good as it gets. 5 out of 5. Oh, like a 6 out of 5, honestly. It was pretty good. Would definitely get again. And I'd say it was worth the $6. If you go to like, I think like Pizza Hut, I guess, and get like a personal pan pizza, I want to say that's more money, but also really, really fucking good. So it's hard to compare the two. I don't know which one I'd pick, but this, for something I can get at the store and make at my home in a microwave, and it turns out that good, that's something. So 5 out of 5, 6 out of 5, whatever. Finally, though, to wrap it up, we got the Malamar. That's what I think they're called. Yeah, I'm excited to try this too. Let's use the drink to cleanse the palate, because I got like a grease pizza flavored residual thing going on in my mouth. Yeah, that's really fucking good. All right, and I got 2 of them, so. Okay. I feel like I've had something like this before, but I don't know what. Maybe I've had this. Maybe I have had this before, or something. I don't know. It just seems kind of familiar. Definitely the like chocolate marshmallow. That seems familiar. I'm like trying to pull it apart. Kind of reminds me of the like York peppermint patties. I don't know if that's marshmallow in there. I'm guessing it is now though, based on this. The cookie is softer than I thought it would be. I thought it would be like a crunchy cookie with a soft marshmallow. Try to pull that part off. It's dark. My screen is, so I don't know if you can see that super well, but yeah, it's very soft. You can't really taste the cookie. The chocolate is like a dark chocolate, I think. That's the feel I'm getting to it. And the marshmallow. It's marshmallow. It's good. Yeah, no, I really like these. Interesting. It tastes so familiar. Like the chocolate does now. Really, that's all you taste, I would say, is the chocolate. You feel the marshmallow, and the cookie's kind of there. It's really like a pie crust kind of thing with the cookie. That's how soft it is. But you can't taste it at all. So it's really just the chocolate, and then you feel the marshmallow. And the cookie's just there to have a good time. I would also give these a 5 out of 5, but I will say this is like the least exciting thing out of the pizza bowl, the sparkling water beverage, and the dessert. It's good. I don't even remember how much it costs, like $3 probably for the box. Yeah, 5 out of 5, but the least exciting thing ultimately. If it was like a warm dessert, I'd probably kind of like it better. But I could see myself eating a lot of these in one sitting. Okay. Oh, okay, it just hit me there. Yeah, that's really fucking good. The chocolate, the cookie, and the marshmallow all just combine perfectly in that last bite. I think the trick with these would be to eat it all in one bite. I try to savor the food I'm eating because I usually eat fairly small portions. So I'll take like little bites. But that doesn't work with this cookie. You gotta just get one out. I think it's meant to be eaten all at once. You just pop the whole thing in your mouth and let it all come together. And then you feel the cookie mixed with the marshmallow and you get the chocolate taste and boom. Yeah. So, definitely 5 out of 5. It wasn't as exciting at first, but it kind of came back for me at the end. But wrapping it up, that was a good meal. That was an exceptional dinner for after work. So, yeah. I might do another food review video like this in the future. I just kind of had the random idea of like, well, what if I reviewed basically my fucking dinners after work, which I consider to be fairly sad. Because, I don't know. The TV dinner thing, it's like, if you're living alone, it's like a piece of chocolate. And you don't have like friends or anything, which is my fucking case, then that's kind of the most economical option I would say for you. They're fairly cheap. You don't have to go anywhere besides getting them at the grocery store, which you probably have to go to anyways for anything else. And Yeah, I don't know. It's filling, usually. They're fairly filling. It's a warm food. Uh, I don't know. I don't really go out a lot to eat besides like fast food places where I can bring it home. Because if I'm not going with someone, then what's the point? But I'm trying to get out of that mindset and maybe go places. Who knows? But yeah, this was a very good meal. I'm definitely going to drink all of this limeade thing too today. I just wish there was more of it. That's, I guess, the only thing. And that's to me a sign that it was a really good thing for like the pizza bowl. I just wish I had more. But yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching. My next video will be next Monday. The draw my life thing, yeah. I can't decide if I'm gonna get colored markers for that or not, or just use the one black one I have. So, we'll see. But, alright. I'm gonna end it here and just have a chill day. I was gonna go on a walk, but it's like very, very cold and dreary and rainy out. This is like the worst weather for the first day that I was gonna try to do my Tuesday walk. But it is fall drifting into winter, so it's like a bad time to try to do that, I guess. But alright. Thank you for watching. Everything got a 5 out of 5. And what? The pizza bowl got a 6 out of 5. Very good. If you like greasy stuff. If you don't like greasy stuff, don't try it. Because it's very greasy. But I love greasy foods, I guess. But alright. Peace.